Austin Ivan.
Well, Coach Smith just reminded his team of those pregame keys. Number 1, rebound. Number 2, value the ball. Number 3, rebound. Number 4, value the ball. That was his message here in the huddle. He said, we can't just stand and watch Houston shoot.
And the rebound, Gabe Madsen for Utah. Utes come in 16-15. Now he's lost their last two with
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Gabe Miller with the Center Hub, coming to you today to talk about Gabe Madsen, the senior guard from Utah. We were able to see him at the Portsmouth Invitational Tournament this last week. Obviously, a pro prospect being at Portsmouth, showed a lot of his flashes of shooting the ball. It's kind of one of his known traits. He didn't shoot the ball particularly well efficiency-wise this year, but shot an incredible amount of threes. Last couple years, shot around 38%, average the last 3 seasons. Really productive player from behind the arc. Some of the things that he does that are underrated, though, as you see in the tape, a shifty player off the dribble, can get his own shot and create for others at an underrated rate. Was asked to do a lot of that with Utah this past season, and something we were able to see him do a little bit at Portsmouth. It's going to be something that is probably weighing heavily in the mind of scouts as they're weighing his value as an offensive player. In the pick and roll, he's pretty dynamic. As you can see, he's able to create a lot of different looks with you with some easy dishes, as well as just being a dynamic shooting threat every time he steps onto the court. One of my favorite things about him is his off-ball stuff too, which is just primarily cutting hard off screens to create open looks from the outside or at the basket, like you see here. Just kind of all over the place in his tape. Great cutter, has a great instincts, great understanding of angles, is just a fun player to watch go to work. Some notable synergy metrics for Madsen was in the 88th percentile off spot-ups, generating around 1.164 points per possession on 59.8% effective field goal percentage. Then looking at his defense, Madsen is a pesky, capable defender on the wing. He has a great motor and an eye for the ball. Can be a playmaker in the passing lanes, not a particularly pickpockety defender on the ball, but can rebound well for his size. And has no problem contesting his shots. Was also notably at Portsmouth one of the best players in the agility Giro, so definitely can keep up with most guards and wings. Definitely physicality and his strength is going to be a question, but we have confidence in his ability because he just got that motor and got that heart that you need to compete at the defensive end, and that tends to go a long way, especially in the NBA. And with that, that is the Gabe Madsen Scouting Report. Enjoy this interview right now.
Hey, how's it going? It's Caleb Miller with On the Clock Basketball on the Center Hub. We're live from the Portsmouth Invitational Tournament. I'm here with Gabe Madsen following his game for Yanni King. Tough, gritty win there at the end. Obviously, your guys' first game, you guys had a little bit more of a comfortable win. How are you feeling after the game? And obviously not your greatest scoring performance, but I felt like you showed a lot of different things. Just kind of tell us about how you felt.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like you said, not, maybe as comfortable of a win, but you can't win them all like that. So I think it was good for us to get a little test on this day, and then going into the championship, maybe teach us a little something. Mm-hmm. So it's good to get a win like that always. And, yeah, like you said, maybe not my biggest scoring night and all that, but just try to show some things, like try to guard when I'm out there, just try to set screens, make the right pass. So just trying to do winning things.
Yeah, I think I'll speak to one of the things that I've always appreciated about your game.
Yeah.
I mean, people here obviously know that you can shoot the ball.
Yeah.
They've been watching.
Yeah.
So, one of the things that I think this event provides the opportunity for is obviously guys like yourself to, show different flashes. We saw a little bit of stuff off the dribble today.
Yeah.
I was talking to your trainer, Jake, and we were talking about some of your game in high school, that like turnaround stuff.
Yeah.
It was good to see you kind of get back to some of that, and a little bit of distributing.
Yeah.
And then one of the things that I've always enjoyed is just like your intensity and motor.
Yeah.
Like obviously, you performed very well in the agility drill today. What is something that has always like motivated you to play hard? Like, why do you play hard?
I just I talk about I feel like I have a lot of passion just for life, and I feel grateful to be able to do something like basketball where I get to do something that I love every day and try to just become the best version of myself. And I just feel very lucky to be one of those people in life that gets to do something they're passionate about. So
I think I might have an idea, especially with how you guys have been playing, but do you have any more goals for the rest of the tournament?
Definitely to win this thing.
Yeah.
This is just a great group, and it was a little bit, we didn't have as much flow today maybe, but I think second day is always going to be the hardest, so I think we'll hit our stride again tomorrow and hopefully get some stops and get out running. So
sweet. I wanna step back from the event a little bit. Obviously, we spoke before. I've been watching your game for a minute, mostly at Utah. But I want to go back even further before that in Minnesota, playing in high school. What was kind of your high school experience like? Juniors?
Is it leaving right now? I can just Uber with this guy too. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
No worries.
No
worries.
Yeah, you're good.
We want to make sure you can get back to the hotel, dude.
No, you're good.
But anyway, so going back to high school, you're a near 30-point per game scorer. You led your team to the state championship. Obviously, didn't get to play because of COVID. Talk through your high school experience. Who did you model your game after? Stuff like that.
High school experience. Got to play with my brother, obviously, and my senior year it was just like a group of really close friends. So I look back very fondly on that time. Super grateful to have an experience like that in high school. Play for my dad. We were like a 40% three-point shooting team, so we shot it really well, got out and ran. So playing on a team like this here, I just feel comfortable in that situation because it feels like I'm back in high school a little bit again. I don't really remember that end of your question.
No, I was saying, who do you model your game after in high school?
I never really was super this is who I love watching. I've always liked watching basketball in general. So just taking bits and pieces. I always kind of look at the Midwestern guys a little bit. Obviously Tyler Hero, I followed him a little bit, and I don't know. We talk about now just AJ Green has really molded himself a role in the NBA, and just looking at those kind of guys. And I think the Midwesterners got a little something. They got a little hard work, and so I think there's something about that, and I just enjoy watching to see where those guys go.
100%. College. So I want to move on to college. Your first year, you're at Cincinnati with your brother. Didn't play very much. I think you played, one or two games?
Yeah, 2 games, I think.
And then you moved on to Utah. So you're a 3-star recruit coming into Cincinnati. What was kind of that experience like, the recruitment, and then what eventually led you to Utah?
I've talked about a lot these last couple of days. Just, Cincinnati was somewhere that my brother and I could have, gone. I had a few more offers, high major offers, and had visits lined up, and it was somewhere that maybe we sacrificed the best fit to just try and play together at a high level, I think. And when I got there, I kind of knew maybe it wasn't the best spot for me. So, just maybe tried to please some people and play together. And at the end of the day, it just didn't work out. But obviously, was able to end the career together.
I was going to get to that eventually. But obviously, you moved on to Utah. Made your way into the rotation and played on some really good teams leading up to this past year. People can go check out the tape, if they want to fill in the gaps in between. I want to talk about this past year. It's the portal era, man. And you stayed at a school that lost their best player to this event, to the draft with Brandon Carlson. And you also lost a handful of other guys. What made you go back to Utah in an era where you could have been the 5th or 6th best player on a team like Kentucky or something like that?
I felt super loyal just to Coach Smith. He gave me an opportunity out of Cincinnati that, nobody else really gave me a shot. And so I just felt always, super grateful for that opportunity. And he always instilled that confidence in me to, become the player I am today and, just believe me and let me be me a little bit. So, it was never really a doubt that I would go back there, especially when we started talking about, my brother coming and all that stuff. So, But just I felt, loyal to Coach Smith and him giving me the opportunity to play at that level. So
I think that definitely speaks a lot to the type of person you are, and I think that's
it.
definitely a positive outlook to have towards NBA teams, especially, and pro teams everywhere.
Yeah.
Obviously that's the goal of this event for you, and we're all rooting for you at the Center Hub.
Yeah.
I appreciate your time.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
We're off the clock.
Let's go.
Sweet.
Sweet, man.